LuLaRoe stands for my 3 first granddaughters, Lucy, Lola, and Monroe, so LuLaRoe. As a little girl, I wanted to own a company. I wanted to own a clothing company just like that. I remember going to my mom and thinking, I have a school dance coming up and I really would like to make a dress. And I was so excited, made my mother's life crazy because she had already gotten the vision of being able to buy things already pre-made. She didn't want to sew anymore because she had already spent years and years. Remember, I'm the 10th child of 11 children. It was her way of teaching me to value what is being sewn. Value a pattern, value the neckline on something, value your buttons and your zippers and all the little trims that are being made. So it made me appreciate clothing a lot. Then I really caught the dream when I started having my own children, and we didn't have the money, we didn't have the resources for me to just go buy things. My third child, Nicole, came into me one day who loves anything that's unique and different. She will oftentimes find something at a thrift store and say, "Hey Mom, it's this size, can you cut it down and make it this size to fit me?" And I said, "No, I'm not gonna do that." I said, "Let me draw you a pattern and let me make you a pattern because I know how to do that." And we went shopping and found, several swatches of fabric that we could use. And I came back, made the skirt. Well, of course, she bragged about it to all of her friends, posted it on Instagram, and now all of her friends were calling and asking, "Hey, I want a skirt." And it wasn't until I got 44 orders, when I counted up all the orders, I went, I'm in big trouble. That I do not want to cut 44 maxi skirts. I invested in fabric and I drove it to my sewer, and he cut it all out and everything. It's, "Okay, Deanne, I've got 300 and something pieces ready for you." I had started collecting names, and there were probably a good 200 names. And I figured out that I could do 3 parties a day because I knew there was a need and there was a drive and there was excitement there. So I called him on the phone and I said, "Hey, I have got skirts. You've got to try them on. You're going to love them. And I've got probably 30 different fabrics. You're going to fall in love with these." And I booked a bunch of parties, and I remember selling 300 maxi skirts in 3 days. I was astounded. I couldn't believe how many skirts I sold. And it was Mark that said, "Why don't we put our heads together and let's come up with a business plan that can help other women make money?" I knew many of the consultants that were coming on would be that range of raising their children. And we needed to make it very easy and very simple and not too confusing and not too detailed, so that they wouldn't get frustrated and say, "I can't do this, I'm too overwhelmed, I got kids and diapers and sickness." And what really affects me is when women call me and say, "My husband just lost his job, so I guess I'm it." And they say, "Do you think I can do it, Deanne?" And I get to get my pom-poms out and say, "But don't you see this is an answer? This is easy, this is fun. This is something you guys can do together, and he can watch the kids while you go and do parties." So that's why I started LuLaRoe. I wanted to help other people succeed. We have an opportunity to be able to spread this love of these clothes that fit so nice, and that the quality is so good, and that it is simply comfortable. So I love the aspect of being my own boss. I love being able to choose my own time and let people know that, oh yes, I am successful. I am doing all the things I need to do, and you're a part of this. And look where it's gone. Look where it's grown. It's grown so huge.